Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to yet another brand new Major Bin Gaming video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always. Now today we're taking a look at Shadow Labyrinth. This game has literally just launched today and I've got to say, like, I'm excited to actually test this one, see what sort of performance you can get out of this game. I've got no audio currently working when I'm using my Steam Deck. It just literally will not push the audio through the capture card today, so I don't know what's going on there. But also another thing that's not working with this game right now, and I will show you, is if I go to my home page for a second and actually go to the right thing, when we go on Shadow Labyrinth, I have set this to literally run at 4K, but it does not do that at all. So we are just literally running this at 720p because it's all that works. And at the end of the day, we look at the performance. You're literally getting incredible frame rates. It's just brilliant. So if you were to cap this, obviously at 90 frames per second, which is what the Steam Deck can do, then you're going to be having a very good time with a lot of battery life. In fact, we can even do that right here. Let's go into the user game profile, of course. Let's cap this to 90 hertz. Actually, we can't through the capture card, which is fine. We'll go with 120 then. And you can see the battery life. We've got 2 hours and 31 minutes remaining up there at 58% battery. So you think how long you'd be able to get. Now, I don't really know what this game's about or anything about this game at all in any way, to be honest, but I saw it as a platforming game. I'm always looking for like Steam Deck games. Like, this isn't a game that I would spend my time. Can we hit up? Yes, we can. This isn't a game I would like spend my time like playing on my 5090 desktop because it just feels kind of wrong, if you know what I mean. Do you guys ever get that where you just like, you don't really necessarily want to play it on a desktop because it just feels odd to do when you've got such a powerful PC? You kind of want to utilize that for these big games. So I use my Steam Deck for these like smaller titles and stuff. What is that? I need to get away from it though, whatever it is. What's he doing? He's off. Okay, I think we did it. That didn't seem too hard. I can't skip through any cutscenes, but anyway, this is the performance you get. So this is why I enjoy these games, because what we can do here is we can actually start playing around with the TDP limit and seeing what performance we get. So let's drop this down to 3 watts. What do we actually get performance-wise when we're actually in the game? Because I'm curious to see if we can still get 60 hertz with some of these really low TDPs so we can see what battery life we can actually get out of this thing. Why have we got such a white screen for like 10 minutes? This is the thing, I can't hear the audio, so I have no idea what is actually going on. It is doing something though. All right, there we go. I don't think there's any way for me to skip through these cutscenes either, which is fine, but we're not quite at that 60 frame per second. So again, if you wanted to cap this at 45, right? If you wanted to cap this at 45 frames per second, now obviously because we'll do 40 for the sake of this video, because what we can do is see what's the actual battery life we can get out of this thing. As I said, we're only at 57% battery, and it's quoting us 3 hours and 40 minutes plus, and it's consistently going up. So I'm very curious to see what kind of battery. We're getting towards the 4-hour mark at 57%. You could see so much battery life possible at this kind of frame rate. But please, in the comments down below, if you know anything about this game or you have any idea what this game is about, I'm personally excited to play it. Let me know if you've got it on your list to pick up, or you have picked it up already and you're waiting to play this game. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm always interested to see what you guys are playing and what you're interested in. So let's keep going. Let's see what we can do with actually playing some more gameplay. Battery life is looking very good. It has dropped a little bit, so obviously it's very different depending on what you're doing in game. But in the end of the day, you can't worry. You got, these kind of games just do always run very, very well. Okay, so it's looking like now we're actually in a gameplay scenario. We're not going to be able to drop the TDP down that low. That's kind of crazy, to be honest. So this has got significantly more demanding suddenly. Let's go up to let's uncap the frame rate from here so we can actually see what performance we're getting. And okay, yeah, we're not doing great actually. So we are going to need to boost this thing. Wait, it's gone right up again. That was odd. Like, that little cutscene just completely caused it to have serious issues. So if we go back down to 3 watts again, and let's go to our 40 frame limit. Yeah, we're not able to hit that anymore. Let's see what it takes. Let's see if we can get there with 4 watts. A whole 4 watts, guys. Let's see. Let me just skip through this. I'm obviously going to play this game for myself. Right, now we're actually in more gameplay. What are we looking like? We are at that 40 frame mark, which is nice. We've grabbed this thing, a special container filled with HP restoring material. Okay, cool. I will play this again, probably this whole sequence again with audio off camera when I can actually enjoy the game properly. Right, return, please. Yes, thank you. Try using it. R2 medicine tank. Cool. I love like older games, like not older games because it's obviously a new game, but I really enjoy games like this when they kind of go back to some of the roots of gaming and they just feel a little bit more fresh. I've got to say, it's very nice. So why can I not get through here? Okay, do you know, my friend? Can you tell me what I'm supposed to be doing here? We can go interact. Okay. Looks like you're not having any trouble moving. Yeah, okay, well I need... Oh, thanks. So you just needed to, yeah, okay, cool. Right, so we can keep going. We're at that 40 FPS. I haven't seen it drop in actual gameplay scenarios right now, which is good to see. So you can literally get hours and hours of battery life out of this thing when running at this sort of cap. So just to show you what the performance is though, let's uncap the frame rate for a second and let's go all the way to 120 frames. And if we were to go back up and turn off this TDP limit, can we get a solid 120 FPS? Yes, we can. It's very stable. I've got to say, this is an insane way to play this game. If you are playing docked, you are going to be very happy. This is something that's just like, you know, you can't do on other platforms. Like in the end of the day, like if you've got like the original Switch and you're running this game, I don't know if it actually comes out on the original Switch, but you're not going to be able to hit this sort of frame rate. Obviously Switch 2, I don't know what the performance is actually like on Switch 2 if this game is coming to Switch 2, so if anyone knows, let me know, because I'm interested to see what that sort of performance is, but I doubt it's doing... I just can't imagine necessarily it's going to be doing 120 Hertz output, but I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, it will do at a higher resolution than this, because for some reason the resolution scaling is not working at the moment in the Steam Deck SteamOS. But we could always look at that in desktop mode in another video if people are that interested. I kind of want to get a gauge as to what people are actually interested in about this game. I don't think there's like a lot more. We got a slash attack. Nice. That's very nice. Okay. Very good. Right. Yeah, keep going. Perform a stun attack using square and down. Boom. So we can do that. All right. Let's keep going onwards then. There's a lot of dialogue so far in this game. I'm kind of just wanting to move around. All right, here we go. We're playing the game now. So we can do that. We can hit upwards as well, which is very nice. I've got to say, mechanically, this game feels good. Like, it feels like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. We can get through the gates. Dodge through electricity. That's cool. Okay, nice. No double jump yet at this point in the game. I'm really excited to dive into this one. I gotta say, like, I'm really looking forward to this because it's exactly the kind of game that's perfectly designed for Steam Deck. Like, it is literally designed and made for this device. This is a verified game, by the way. For people wondering, this is a fully Steam Deck verified game, which is, again, on day one, very nice to see. I love that. More games need to be like this. Let's crouch through here. But as I said, the performance is not moving, and even at this frame rate, 120 FPS, which is more than you're going to get anyway out of the OLED display, the battery life is still really good. So that's why I say this game is literally perfect for this device. Insane battery life. Visuals look really good. Obviously, if you're looking at this on something like the Steam Deck size display, then you're going to have a very good time because the visuals are incredible. But if you're watching this on a bigger monitor, yeah, through desktop mode, you can probably scale it. But my main thing is benchmarking Steam Deck and kind of showing off what you can actually get out of the Steam Deck device itself. So I don't think there's much more to kind of cover here. I think, to be honest, like I don't see this moving. I think frame rate wise, we're not going to be going anywhere. We're nowhere near dropping down to the 90s at any point. So apart from like loading in there where it goes to 70, but in terms of gameplay segments, you're not going to be dropping frames on the Steam Deck OLED display, which means wow, that was close. Which means you're going to have a very, very good time with battery life for a long time. And yeah, all right, let's see what this is. Oh, we can. Oh, okay, so it's a teleport, and we can enhance stuff. Interesting. So I wonder how you actually get up to something like that up there. I have no idea. But okay, let's end the video there for now. I think there's nothing more I can kind of really say. I'm looking forward to diving into this more. Let me know if you are picking this up. Is this a boss? If this is a boss, let's do the boss, because come on, we can't. This is the Major Ben Gaming channel. Let's do the boss. Braj Zakato. Okay, I'm sure I pronounced that perfectly. Oh, goddamn, that's a lot of... Oh my god, whoa. Okay. Let's just dive through. I'm pretty sure I rolled that, but never mind. This looks like it could actually get pretty challenging. This could actually get very difficult. We're getting them, though. Boom, we did it. First go. First try, I think, unless it's a two-phase boss for the first main boss of the game, which I'd rather think it's not. Oh, maybe it is, actually, because he just said... by the way, guys, I always skip through the dialogue in these videos because my main goal is to just look at the performance. And since this isn't moving at all, I'm going to skip through the dialogue, and I obviously will play this off-camera myself. Oh... you know what? I'm so intrigued by the story and what this game is actually about. I cannot wait to dive into this. It looks like it's going to be so good. All right, let's leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you in future videos. Bye-bye for now.